Remember them days, living on days in doubt. Remember them days, thinking there's no way out. Remember them days, not knowing which way to route. It's all good.
So we thought we would keep it a little light this time, and plus with the holidays, we kind of thought, you know, we kind of got reminiscent of times past and stuff like that.
Times with our family and just old times in general.
So this episode is going to be called the Remember
the Days.
Remember when. Changing it up. Remember when. Remember the days. Trying to make it all, you know, high class.
Whatever.
Alright, so this is the Remember
when you didn't know me? Your life was so empty.
Oh, God. But anyway, this is the Remember When episode. So we thought we did the same type of thing as the WTF.
Right.
Where we didn't tell each other anything. We just said, you know, write your own little list about Remember When.
And then we'll just talk about it. I almost slipped a couple times just because.
Yes, he always almost slips. And I'm like, wait till we start taking.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Alright, well, go ahead. You give us one.
Oh. Okay, this is the one I wrote. Alright, so I wrote down, remember when, and I don't know if this is everybody, because you were in Delaware, I was in Philadelphia growing up. But remember when
so
you didn't...
probably not.
Remember when you didn't have to you didn't have to dial the area code before you called somebody.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I miss those days so bad. And then also, do you remember, I know in Philadelphia,
we were only supposed to got one. Go ahead.
This is still on today. But anyway, we would say SH, like you would use letters in your numbers. So like my phone number was 747, so I think it was SH72342. You never said that?
We never broke it up like that.
Oh, we used to always use letters and numbers.
No, but I do remember the day before you had to, actually where I'm from, you still don't have to dial area code if you call in.
Where the estates are? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Alright. I was just thinking how I rushed to kind of grow up a little bit, but now I'm remembering the days before I had a car payment and had to pay rent.
Oh, God, yeah.
I just remember not having any bills.
Everything's a bill.
Yeah, nowadays, that's why I stopped checking my mailbox. I check it like one time.
Is that why your lights are out?
No. The one in my car is fixed. What about yours?
No.
Huh?
My headlights out.
Get them.
Don't arrest me.
Alright.
Alright, well, I'll just throw this one in real quick. But do you remember when you used to remember people's phone numbers? Like, I used to always remember I don't even know your number.
That's crazy because I know yours.
But mine stayed the same for years. It just changes all the time with every move. But like, I really had to think about it because I could not remember. I didn't know my mother's, my sister's. Like, as everybody has cell phones now, it's like you just push the name and you don't know the number. And I'm thinking, if something ever really happens and I'm like, you know, the police say, they pulled me over with my headlight, you know, who do you need to call? I'm like,
and if you didn't want your mother to know,
right?
Call next.
You.
Yeah, but you don't know my number.
Well, true.
You can't
I was in smoke signals.
Alright, well, I was remembering being in middle school and high school, and I just remember playing paper football and pencil fighting.
Do you remember the forks?
The sports?
Yeah.
Yes, and you would break the tooth, but pencil fighting was like, here, put your pen up.
Don't you hurt my hand.
Ow! I was sorry. And I would win. I would win all the time.
Alright, yeah, I used to win at that too. Okay, I remember being like really young, like 7 or 8, and the neighbors on my block, and now we're from different areas, but the neighbors on my block used to always ask me to go buy them cigarettes. And I'd be like 7, 8.
Really?
Yeah, you could go to the corner store.
No, but they would ask you.
Oh yeah, the little lazy old people who couldn't leave their house and didn't want to, but needed to smoke, but couldn't go get it. But yeah, they would always ask all the neighborhood kids, you know, go get the cigarette. It would be nothing for a kid to walk up. You'd be 5, 6, 7 to one of the stores and be like, you know, can I have a pack of cigarettes? And you know, who knew what the name was? And then they would curse you out if you said if you got Salem Lights instead of Salem 100s and you know all that stuff. But it's crazy to think that like little kids could go up and buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time, and I used to hate it. They'd give you a quarter.
Is that why you're so afraid of cigarettes these days?
I don't smoke. So.
No, you just...
No. No, go ahead.
Alright. I just remember long summer nights as a kid with having everybody in my neighborhood being the same age. We would stay out all night and play hide and seek.
Your parents didn't care about you.
They did care about me.
And we had to come in when a light came on the block.
No, during the school week we did, but on the weekends and in the summers we could stay out.
Well, we lived in different neighborhoods.
Yeah, we could stay out. We slept in the field before.
In the field?
Yeah.
Like slave work.
I know, right?
Well, along those lines, do you remember being out, like, and did y'all used to do this? Like, we used to do doggy doggy down and step right out.
Yeah.
Not because you're dirty, not because you're clean. Right.
Yeah.
And then Ding Dong Dixie. I used to do that all. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been a participant.
Oh, God. Because y'all probably had to run 2 acres to the next one. But anyway, I used to love Ding Dong Dixie, especially for those people who would make me go get their cigarettes. I would go, and especially when I knew they probably would sit down watching their show, stuff like that, and we would be like,
well,
running, trying to get away. Ding Dong Dixie.
Run. Well, on the lines of Ding Dong Dixie, I do remember being young, and I do remember prank calls. And when I was young, prank calls were fun.
Alright. And they still.
Alright, just move along.
Alright. Do you know, speaking on Dog Downs, but we used to do the Bobo's song. Do you remember that? Bobos, they make your feet feel fine. Bobos, they cost $1.99. Okay, I didn't know I didn't know if that got to Delaware.
Yeah. It made now 95 for everyone. Alright.
Good.
I just remember Pop Rocks and Fun Dip. It seems like they...
I thought I almost died having a Pop Rock one time.
Did you drink it with soda?
I don't know what I did, but it seemed like it was popping in the back of my mouth. Oh, God.
That's what's wrong.
I'm afraid of it now.
Are you?
Yes. Go ahead. You used to eat them now?
Pop Rocks and Fun Dip. Yeah, they kind of went together.
But Pop Rocks, it almost was like a drug.
But
it wasn't something I knew people to say, oh, I'm going to have some Pop Rocks now.
Right.
It was like, let's do Pop Rocks.
Let's do Pop Rocks.
Like
yeah, it was bad. And they would tell you not to drink it with a soda, so we would do it anyway.
Oh, we'll see.
Alright.
You know those people in the suburbs do the
Alright, come on,
shit.
one more.
Alright, you said one more.
Yeah. We gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta work in the morning.
Alright, well look, I remember this so well because I remember back in the day with beepers and cell phones, it was everything to have a beeper back when I was young.
Yep.
But the whole idea about beepers was the fact that it was drug dealers and my mother told me you can never have a beeper or a cell phone.
When did you get a beeper?
I was a kid and I went and I remember I went.
Did your mom know it?
She knew it when it went beep 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 and Sunday at dinner and she said, Robbie, I hope that's your stopwatch.
She probably reached across the table and gave you a handful of love.
But the idea of it was just so like, it was like, you know, that's drug dealing, you can't have it.
My parents bought me one when I was in the 8th grade for my 13th birthday.
I must have been in the 6th grade. Because I remember I was in middle school. And I bought it myself. I don't even know how I got a contract. Like, you know, you had to... And this is 50 Second to Market. You had to go around and get your beeper contract.
So you got your beeper. Alright. My last one. Do you remember when you got your first email or instant message? I was thinking about when my dad set up our AOL. And, you know, we had Juno before.
We had Prodigy.
Well, Prodigy too. We had Prodigy. But I was just thinking about Instant Messenger when I was able to log on.
I always grew up with computers, so that's not a...
Yeah, but
I don't even remember.
But no, I remember. I remember, like...
Do you remember, though?
7th grade.
Like, the idea of the internet was so, like, pervert. Like, if you ever put a picture up there, if you met somebody on the internet, it was like, you're dating somebody from the internet?
Yeah.
That is, ugh.
Yeah, internet dating.
Yeah, like, ugh.
Who does that?
Yeah. And now everybody's on there popping it up.
Alright, well, we gotta roll.
Is that how you want to end it?
Listen, we were just remembering.
But anyway, why don't you guys let us know what you guys remember, just like we just let you guys know how we remember our childhood. Just like our What the F.
Yes, let's share.
Okay, episode 10, and we're what?
Out.
I want Ding Dong Dixie.